I like your curls, Judge.
Thank you. Hush, Corey. I know, it's always like,
Really?
it is.
That's too funny.
Are we not? Okay, we are. Okay. There is a case on our docket that has 20 resets. That is redonkulous.
That's mine, Judge. That's the one where he's got the out of county case in like Midland or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's just that one. So they want to get into DWI court, but they won't let them in until they take care of that case, and they're waiting to resolve that case. I don't know.
Yeah, something's got to give on that. That's crazy.
Yes, ma'am.
It's not. I'm not fussing at you. I'm just saying. When Jenica said it, I was like, 20? What? That's crazy. Okay, but he's here. Overstreet is here. Okay, I'm gonna bring him in. Here's Kelsey. Good morning. Okay.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that.
We can't see you. Oh yeah, now we can see you.
Perfect.
Okay, Todd, this case has 20 resets. I get it because I know this is like it's connected to the out of town case, but how are we gonna get this case moving?
So when we all met up last time, we scheduled and he just completed the assessment for the DWI court. And so I guess, frankly, I don't know what to do from now. I didn't see the report, kind of like, I guess here in Harris County, we do the TRAS or whatever, and they just kind of send it to us. So I didn't know if that had been completed. I know the prosecutor in Midland County wanted to see how that went, just because I think what I'm hoping for is they just get rid of that and let us resolve this here. But I frankly, I'll plead ignorance because I haven't dealt much with y'all's DWI court. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing from now that we met and did the assessment.
I haven't received any results yet, Judge. So do you know, Mr. Overstreet, do you know how long ago your client did the screening?
Was it 2 weeks ago, Austin-ish?
The 22nd.
Of September?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
We do have Miss Body is on and she's with the probation department. Miss Body, do you have any information on his results?
Yes, ma'am. There was some information placed in his file. Looks like he was reviewed for DWI court on September 22nd. He did not meet criteria. He was not approved for DWI court, and the defendant said that he was going to speak with his attorney prior to court and inform him of that information.
Okay.
Well, I can speak on his behalf. We had a meeting this morning, but we had no idea that was the case. I was asking him questions about how it went, if he'd gotten any feedback, and he said, no, I just answered all their questions.
If I may, the very nice lady that I spoke with on the 22nd said that I was approved, but I was supposed to communicate with my attorney about the proper path to proceed on what we had decided we were going to do, whether we were going to proceed or not. But I don't think any of us have seen the results of that questionnaire.
And normally, Judge, they advise me when somebody is turned down, particularly for lack of substance abuse criteria. I don't have anything on Mr. Reinhart. So I would have expected to get something if you were turned down.
Okay, so it sounds like have some conflicting information. Miss Body, is there any way for us to confirm what his results were or are?
Yes, Judge, if I can have a moment, the officer is in the office. She did make a note that he did not meet criteria. She also made a notation of the pending offenses in Midland County. So I will, if you will give me one moment to contact the officer and I can report back to the court.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, you did.
Yeah, Judge, I don't know. Like, it sounds like that we're all hearing that for the first time.
It might be, I'm sorry, Mr.
No, I'm trying to move this football down the field. I don't know what to do because
It might be a chicken and egg issue, Your Honor, where he can't get in until he squares away the case, but he can't square away the case until he gets in. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because he's not supposed to have pending charges when he enters DWI court.
Okay. All right. Let's give her a few minutes. Todd, I can put you back in the waiting room, or you can just wait. I'm gonna move on to the next case.
Yeah, I'll just sit here and wait and mute myself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I moved my writ hearing until later so we could resolve this. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, awesome. Yeah, that's why I brought you in first.
No, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Good morning, Miss Mohabit.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. I brought your attorney in. I'm just asking him to turn on his camera. So just give us just a minute.
Okay.
There he is. Good morning, Mr. Hecker. Oh, you're on mute.
Very
There you
good.
go.
How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Thank you. I have both of your clients. I believe there's only two for you today. Carlos Garcia. Oh, no, you have one more.
Marco.
Richard Markle. Okay. So let me go grab Mr. Markle. I don't see, unless he's Little Richie. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so let's start with Mr. Garcia. He's the easiest, only 3 resets, 2 cases, is 2 theft cases. So what's going on with Mr. Garcia?
We have an offer. I want to talk to him about it. I'm going to make a counter offer to the case.
Okay. All right, so let's do a reset on that one. Give you time to.
When?
We'll do a reset for December 7th.
Okay, thank you very much.
All right, Mr. Garcia, your case has been reset. Mr. Heckers will send you a copy of your reset. That's all for you, sir. You are excused, Mr. Garcia. Okay, I think he's on mute. I'm just going to get him out. Okay. All right, next is Miss Mohabit.
Yes.
Oh, that's a plea. All right, Mr. Mitchell, are you ready on this one?
Yes, Judge.
All right, court cause number 20CCR216019, State of Texas versus Melissa Mohabit. What says the state?
State's ready, Your Honor.
What says defense?
We're ready, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Mohabit, can you please raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that that the information you've given in this plea paperwork is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Mohabit, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you speak, read, and write the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Any history of mental health
Yes,
issues?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You do have a history of mental health issues?
Depression, but not like, I'm not, yeah.
Sorry, it's just there's a little bit of a delay, so I didn't know if you were answering the first question or the last question.
Okay.
Anything about that mental health history that would prevent you from being able to understand today's proceedings?
No, ma'am.
Are you currently taking any medication for that condition?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Mr. Hecker, do you believe that your client is competent to stand trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Mohammed, the information filed by the state of Texas charges you with the offense of theft. That's a Class B misdemeanor. It's punishable by a fine not to exceed $2,000 and time in the county jail not to exceed 180 days. Do you understand the charge and the range of punishment?
Yes, ma'am.
To that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
No other reason.
No other reason.
Did anyone force you, threaten you, or promise you anything to get you to plead today?
No, ma'am.
And you're entering this plea voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review this document with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that your signature at the bottom of the page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did you understand everything in this document?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the top portion of this document regarding your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Mr. Mitchell, does the state have a recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. State recommends 365 days in jail probated for 18 months, $1,000 fine plus court costs, anti-theft class, decision-making class, 72 hours community service, $50 donation of lunches of love, and a stay away order.
That's your understanding, Mr. Hecker.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay, Ms. Mohammed, I find that you are presently competent to stand trial, that you're not influenced by fear or any other persuasion. I will accept your plea of guilty and find you guilty of the offense of theft. I will assess as your punishment a fine of $1,000 and 180 days confinement in the Fort Bend County Jail. I'm going to probate this sentence over a period of 18 months. So you are on probation as of right now, not tomorrow, not next week, not the first time you meet with your probation officer. Your probation starts today. After
Yes,
that,
ma'am.
you have terms of your probation that you have reviewed with your attorney. Those terms include, but are not limited to, paying a fine and a court cost, making a one-time payment to Lunches of Love, completing 72 hours of community service. You have to participate in a decision-making cognitive life skills class. You are prohibited from entering the property of any and all Walmart locations. You also are required to successfully complete an anti-theft class. All right, Ms. Mohabit, two things need to happen now. You will need to meet with the probation officer, and Ms. LaShondra Body is here on the Zoom. I'm going to create a breakout room for you to meet with her, and it will be in private. You can ask her any questions that you have regarding the probation. And secondly, we need you to come into the courtroom at some point over the next couple of days before Friday to have your thumbprint done on this paperwork. Do you have a plan for when you are coming to the court?
Let me think. I can probably, I can definitely come Friday.
Okay, Friday
Would
we'll
that be
be,
okay?
we'll be here from 8 to 4 on Friday.
Okay,
Um,
so just come in and tell them I need to thumbprint it?
yeah, you'll come up to the second floor. When you come in, just tell them you need to go to court 4 or Judge Wallace's court, and they'll give you directions. We're on the second floor.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
All right, I'm going to create this breakout room for the two of you. Before you go, Miss Body, can you let us know about Mr. Overstreet's case?
Yes, ma'am. I did speak with the officer who conducted the assessment. So she did state that he meets criteria. He was approved for DWI court, but he cannot be placed into DWI court until the 2 DWI offenses in Midland, Texas are disposed. So that was the discrepancy. So he
Okay.
cannot be placed in DWI court until he disposes of the other 2 remaining cases. And when he spoke with Ms. Avery, he was not sure if he wanted to participate in the program, which was the other note that she placed in the file, that he was supposed to speak with his attorney on if he wanted to participate, as well as dispose of the other cases before he pled into DWI court.
Understood. Okay.
And Judge, there's just one DWI. There's not 2 DWIs.
Okay. One in Midland.
Yeah, there's just the one in Midland.
Okay. So one in Midland and then one here.
Correct.
Okay.
And,
All right.
and so you know what the Midland prosecutor said, which is kind of maybe how we got here, is that if he were to get it. Oh,
Hold on just a second, Todd. Hang on. Miss Mohabbat and Miss Body, I'm making this room for you guys. You should see a prompt on your screen. So you guys can talk about the probation.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then after that, you're free to go, Miss Mohabbat.
Okay, thank you. Have a wonderful day.
Okay, Mr. Hecker, we have one more case, but hang on just a second. I'm going to finish up with Mr. Overstreet. Okay, so Todd, then you guys need to, I guess, go back and confer with the Midland prosecutor to figure out what's going to happen next.
yeah, I guess where we left off is, yeah, if he gets in there, that will certainly affect our decisions here, given what they already know about the win on the merits of the ALR and some of the big profound problems that they have with their case.
Okay. All right. Well,
I know it's crazy old, but I feel like we're getting close now that I've heard what the lady from the assessment place said. If it comports with you, and I know you're frustrated at your docket, so I'm all ears.
no, let me be clear. I'm not frustrated. I just know that 20 resets is just a lot of resets. And
Right.
so, in context, I understand it, but, in general, it's not okay. So,
I agree.
so, I just, like I said, as long as we're making some movement and things are still progressing, I don't like that we have 20 resets, but I get it. So we just need to move
Just
as-
out of curiosity, is that a report that I could have access to and would not be violating anything over there if I shared that with the prosecutor up in Midland?
the results from the DWI screening.
Correct.
I don't know. It doesn't, and I don't feel like that would be something that would, I don't know. Let me put it this way. I don't know what the questions that are asked. So I don't know
Okay.
if it
My
violates.
understanding is that you should be able to get it if you want it.
Okay.
Whenever we TRAS somebody for Safe Start, the prosecutors get the report. We don't get the report for DWI court for some reason.
Okay.
So I don't have one. I don't have a copy to share with you, but I don't see why you wouldn't be able to get a copy. I can
Okay.
also send you an email acknowledging that your client is approved. pending the
That's
resolution.
probably the best right there.
Okay, I can do
Then we
that.
don't get into any confidentiality things just in case.
Roger that. I'll send it right now.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's do yet another reset.
Sorry,
Um,
Judge.
No, it's fine. I get it. December 7th, and we'll send you the reset in the email.
December the 7th.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Thank y'all.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Okay, you too.
Bye. All right, Mr. Hecker. Thank you. Sorry.
It's okay.
Kind of jumping around here. So your next case, I should say, is, hold on,
Richard Markle.
Mr. Markle. That is correct. Okay, let's see. Here it is.
There are two cases. They're both felony pending. it looks like that they both arise out of the same transaction. We need to get the felony done first if we can. It has not been, so I don't know.
Do you know when his next felony court date is?
Yeah, it's, get it. It's,
On Odyssey, Judge, they have it as January 10th, 2022.
yeah, I had a setting before then, but it looks like that is true.
Okay, so let's do a reset then for January the 18th.
Very good. I
Okay.
appreciate it.
All right, and
Happy New
Mr.
Year. Yep.
Mr. Markle, can you hear me? Okay, you're on mute. All right, Mr. Markle, your case is going to be reset for January 18th. Keep in touch with Mr. Hecker. Mr. Hecker will send you the email, the reset via email, and then get your client's signature on it. If there's
Thank you,
nothing else,
Judge.
you're welcome.
Thank
You're
you.
both excused. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Calm down, Mr. Segura. I'm your client. All right. Good morning, Mr. Sparrow. You're on mute.
Okay, now?
That's better. Thank you. And
Yes, ma'am.
your attorney is here. Mr. Segura is here. Good morning. Hold on. Can you unmute? We tap on that to unmute it. There we go. All right. All right. Okay, so Mr. Segura, we lost the prosecutor. Oh, that's because it's Kelsey. I don't know who she is. She was in here.
But we worked it out.
Oh.
We'd like to get a plea day
Oh,
Thursday.
I don't need her to say that. Okay. You want to do it this Thursday?
Well, if we get the 7 paperwork in, I can do it Thursday.
Correct. Today,
What time today?
5 o'clock.
Can we do it by DocuSign?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll get it done today.
Okay,
So
perfect.
Thursday afternoon, is it afternoon or is it morning?
It'll be in the afternoon at 1:30. So for the 14th, that's Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
That's perfect.
great, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Segura is going to get you to go over your plea paperwork,
Okay.
and then you'll come back on Thursday and we'll get your plea done.
I'm sorry, what was?
You'll return on Thursday to do your plea.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, that's all. Thank you, Mr. Sparrow. You're excused. Have a good day.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right, come on down, Mr. Hunter. Where'd he go? Mr. Hunter.
Mr. Hunter?
Yeah, he just left. It's okay.
Thank you very much. I know it's a rush.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. It's in Harvard. It's really easy right outside.
Okay,
It's a rush. That's-
no problem. Good morning, Mrs. McDaniel.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Doing well. I do not see Kenneth Young in my Zoom.
He should be there somewhere. He's going to be, I think, probably on a phone.
Let's see. I do have just a plain iPhone. Let's see if this is him. Is that him?
Yes, that is him. Where it says connecting to audio. Yeah.
Okay. Good morning. What's your name?
Kenneth Young.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Young. Your attorney
Good morning.
is here. Let's see. Is this Mark's case? Who's your prosecutor, Carolyn? Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's a little confusing because we've changed a couple of them. And at one point they tried to do domestic violence and they decided it wasn't domestic violence. So I'm not really sure who is exactly on it right now.
Mark, any insight on that?
Kelsey Marsh is still listed as a prosecutor on our end, Your Honor.
Okay, and she's not in here right now. Okay.
Yeah, I emailed her the other day and did not hear back from her.
Well, she was in the courtroom, but she stepped out. So,
Okay.
why don't you just give me an update on what's going on with the case? We have a prosecutor present, so it's not completely ex parte.
Okay, well, my understanding is from the last communication, they've still not been able to reach the complaining witness. We think he's probably in jail someplace else. Additionally, we've been trying to wait on my client's medical records from Memorial Hermann, and it's taking them forever to get to us to show how much he was injured during this incident.
So, we've been talking about, hold on, we've been talking about his medical records for a while now.
Yes.
Like 3 months at least. So I'm not sure like what's the holdup on getting the medical records.
Well, originally we tried to get him, and then eventually we had him, it's been quite a while ago, go actually sign papers so that they could release it to us, but we still haven't had it. And that's probably been close to 2 months ago. They're just, I guess, dragging their feet. I don't know what their issue is.
Yeah, but usually the medical records, I mean, like that's electronic. Like they usually put it on a disc and.
Well, no, since COVID, they're not doing it. They're making me actually pay for my paperwork.
Okay. And so has that payment been made?
Yes, ma'am. And I'm still waiting on the paperwork to get back to me.
Okay. Has anybody followed up with them to find out what the delay is about?
Well, they haven't. They're really not trying to give me my paperwork at all. So I'm really just waiting.
Right. And so I understand that, but there also like there needs to be some follow-up. Like there needs to be some demanding going on because this is holding up this entire case. And so, well, I don't know if it's holding up the entire case, but it's certainly something that's it's
a big problem.
Yeah, it's been just I literally have notes from July where we were talking about medical records. So,
but also we've not heard anything back on whether they've ever been able to reach the complaining witness. We have no update on that either.
Okay. Can we find out where Kelsey is so we can get an update on the case? She's next door. All right, Carolyn, I'm gonna put you guys back in the waiting room until Kelsey
Okay.
comes back in so we can get some updates on what's going on the case. So,
All right, thank you, Judge.
okay, I'll bring you as soon as she walks in. I'll bring you back in.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
You're welcome. Mr. Wilson,
Yes, Judge.
is your client here?
Text me.
So that's a no? Okay. Well, he's supposed to be doing a plea, right?
Yes.
He's on the Zoom.
Just text me and I'll take it back. Do you want me to get on Zoom?
Oh. Okay.
I will tell her to keep coming.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. Who's the attorney for Mujtuba Khan? Okay, but he's not in the Zoom. Okay. Miss Body's camera went a little crazy with it.
Sorry, Judge, I'm having some issues this morning with my
I know. I
camera.
was like, what's going on? I've never seen that before. I was like, no.
It has been messing up all morning. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It was very colorful. Okay, well, I do not see Mr. Morgan, but I do see his client. So let's see.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Brazier. Let's talk about Miss Ramos.
Yes, we have
Be
already
eligible
have
for
all the-
mental health court.
Yes, it's going to be kind of a hybrid of Safe Start and mental health court. I've been speaking with Tracy Bennett and then Mark as well, and we have all the paperwork. We're just waiting because she's getting paid on the 15th, so she can pay the DA fee for the Safe Start, and then at that point, all the paperwork will be submitted, and she'll go in and meet up with them.
Okay, and that's October 15th. Oh, that's this
Yes,
Friday.
yeah, she said she gets paid that date, so I assume probably like early, on that Monday or Tuesday, she'll be.
Okay, so this sounds like it's a good case for the October submission docket.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so Mr. Brazier, we're going to put you on the last Friday in October, which is October 29th.
Okay.
But based on what you're telling me, I anticipate that it's going to the case will either be transferred or fall off the docket. So we'll just put it on the submission docket for the 29th. And that will be your official reset date. But something will probably happen before then that will dispose of the case. So, okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. And wait, hold on. Miss Ramos was here. I think this is her on Melissa's iPhone.
That's probably her.
Okay.
It looks like it's connecting to audio right now.
Okay. She might have stepped away from her device. It's when it's just kind of on a loop like that. That's usually what it is. All right, Mr. Brazier, I'm going to excuse you. And then if she pops on, then I'll let her know that you have taken care of her case.
Okay. All right. I will let her know what everything else and about the 29th and everything. So
Thank you, sir. You are excused. Have a good day.
you too.
Okay, Mr. Hunter. Can you tap unmute on that iPad? She don't think she's ready for something. Looks like she's somewhere quiet.
Nicole. Your Honor, we have been,
Hold on, you're on mute. They can't hear you.
when you press something,
Just tap on the.
Okay.
It should be prompting you on the screen to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
oh, you kept saying I was on mute?
Yeah.
I thought you were saying she was on mute. And that you
No,
had
she
her
was on
muted.
mute,
All
but
right.
she's not. Okay, now go.
Your Honor, I've been working with Chaplain. We've been offered a safe start, and we just got that offer, and I need to go with my client. Money may be an issue, so we'll have to see how that works out. But just one more study, we should be wrapped up one way or the judge. This is actually a first step.
Okay, perfect. Let's do a reset for November 16th.
Judge, I'll be here.
You're welcome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Aguirre. You are excused. Have a good day.
You have excuse.
Yes, sir.
Whenever I leave the room, I have to do this for Judge. She insists. Oh, I'm sorry.
Does she? She says no. Thank you, Miss Aguirre. You are excused. I think you do. I think you do. Mhm. Saying, are you here for Pablo Reyes?
Mr. President, outside.
Oh, bring him on in. Oh. Okay, sorry. I had to. The judge was texting me. I had to respond to her really quickly. Okay. All right, so we're talking about Mr. Reyes.
Just to give you an update.
Good afternoon, or morning. It's still morning.
Just to give you an update, an insanity motion was filed about a month and a half ago, Your Honor.
By whom?
I filed a
Okay.
motion.
In this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm looking for it.
Well, there's on one case I filed. She has 3 cases.
Okay, I don't see it on this case, but maybe it's on that.
And Dr. Martin from Behavioral Health and Services, she's doing the evaluation. She was able to receive additional information from the state approximately the last week, so she does need additional time to finish up the report.
How much time does she need?
3 weeks to a month.
Okay, so let's do a reset for November 30th.
Okay.
That should be enough time. All right. Okay. Yes, come on down.
I'm here on Montreal leave. He's on a status setting. I made the mistake of telling him he could head out as long as he logged on. He hasn't logged on just yet. He was here this morning and completed a reset.
Okay.
This is one I've spoken with the prosecutor on, and it's going to be dismissed pending some completion of courses. But that's all we're waiting on him doing.
You're fine.
Even though I gave him some problems this morning, they have said he vouched for me that he was here.
You were, I said, he was the first person to sit in.
I'm just kidding. No, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, sure. No problem.
Okay.
You're good to go.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Oh. Just pick a date in December. Oh, wait. Yeah. No. It's going to get dismissed, you said? What does he have to do?
He has to do a DWI education course in a VIP panel, or victim impact panel.
Put it on the November submission docket. That should be enough time. Oh, there he is. What do you need? Garfield Norris.
I got my family outside probation for our detention hearing. Only had yesterday, another one today.
For who?
So we're having a detention committee today. You didn't get the message?
No.
Well, you're the last one, I guess. Everybody's
No,
waiting.
whatever. You're messing with me. Whatever. I'm like, wait, what?
Mother is, ooh, she's all over me.
You did what you were supposed to do.
She's upset. I mean, I get it, you know.
I would be.
She's upset.
I would be. I get it.
Everything.
But I mean, I can't.
I told her, that's just, Joe, I don't know what to tell you.
I know. I'll take it. Oh, no, I will. I'll take the heat on that.
Oh, I'm kidding. I have a.
You got Garfield. Hold on.
Yes. I need another date for this. I did get with the prosecutor over here in court.
Oh, this was Kelsey's case. Yeah.
They took care of that. I don't know if JP judge has signed it yet, but to withdraw, but they took care of that for me.
Okay.
I don't have all the discovery because we're asking it from his previous lawyer. They haven't.
It's Wilman, right?
Yeah, So I'm gonna have to get with the DA's office to make sure I got everything on it. This is Kelsey's case. I don't know if she's
It is.
on today, but I'm asking.
She is, but I don't know where she is. I think she's next door.
You get your try to get the DA? The what? The DA. What's that?
No detention hearing.
I can go get her. She's next door.
Well, I don't know if you need to. Do you need anything else? I mean, you told me everything I need to know.
That's in a new day.
Get a reset for any day in December.
Thank you. Mr. Norris is on there.
He is. I see him. Mr. Norris, are you there? I see him on here.
Sorry, yeah, I was muted. I'm here.
No problem. So Mr. Cox is here. He's gonna get a reset and send it over to you. Or does he have your permission to sign it?
He does.
Okay. All right, Mr. Norris, if he has your permission, your attorney's gonna sign that reset for you.
Okay.
Okay? And so you're excused. Have a wonderful day. Any day in December. Not any day. But
Any day.
We were also, I can't remember which one we needed you for now. Oh, I know. It was Carolyn McDaniel's case.
7th of December.
Yeah, Kenneth Young.
Yes, Your Honor. That is my fault. I have not had an opportunity. It's about 3 hours of video. I need to sit down and watch.
Okay.
I'd like to get it done this week.
Hold on just a second. I just brought Carolyn back in. Hey, Carolyn. Okay, so Kelsey's here now.
Okay, good.
So we can talk about Kenneth's case. There we go. I'm going to grab him. All right. So, Kelsey is also saying that she needs to review the video.
Yeah, there's a video and an audio, which she should have. So she may need to, I don't think she's listened to the audio yet either from a witness.
Okay. And then there was some question about whether or not you were able to reach the complaining witness.
I have not gotten in contact with them yet.
Okay.
And this has been months and months, Judge. Nobody's been able to reach him.
All right. So there's a smorgasbord of things going on with this case. Contacting the complaining witness. I'm fussing because they still don't have these medical records, and there's still some video that's kind of outstanding. So still some stuff going on this case, and yeah. So we just need to keep making progress.
Maybe her and I can talk and figure out something before the next court setting, hopefully within the next week or two.
That would be good. That would definitely be good. The other thing is if the defendant's medical records are going to be important, then they need to be treated with some type of urgency.
Right.
To follow up on actually getting them. That's just an FYI. They've been talking about getting the medical records since July, and they still haven't appeared yet. So I'm not saying that that's your fault, but I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
Well, maybe what we have to do is call and basically threaten them to subpoena them to come to court if they don't get them to us.
That sounds effective. I think they'll respond quite quickly to that, actually.
I would hope so.
So, okay. So let's do a reset for December 7th on this case. That should give you guys time to get some stuff done.
Yes, Your Honor.
Watch the video, get the medical records, talk to the complaining witness if you can find him or her. Okay.
I'm good for the 7th, Judge.
Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you, Mr. Young and Ms. McDaniel. If there's nothing else, you are both excused.
Thank you, Judge. Bye.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
I was looking for John Kovacs so I could do your other case, but I don't see him. Is he here in person?
For John Hinder?
No, John Kovacs. Because that's the only other case that you have, right? It's the only one I see is Everett Rodriguez.
There was Richard Markle.
Okay, we did Richard Markle. We're doing a reset on that one. Mr. Hecker appeared on that one. I think that was the only two that you had left.
Mr. Starr will be on Thursday.
Okay.
And then Pablo Reyes.
Sang. That's Sang's case. And he said they were trying to get him on the mental health docket. Oh no, he filed an insanity motion, and Dr. Martin needs a little bit more time to finish her examination.
Okay. And there was also Robert Johnson.
I haven't done that one. I don't have a Robert Johnson.
And Jessica Day. Oh, that's working. I apologize.
And I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, no, I didn't see that one. Okay. Cool. Well, I know you have to bounce around, so I didn't want to. I was like, well, while you're in here, let me do them all.
Thank you, Andrew. I'll come back in just a couple minutes.
No problem. Hello, Mr. Morgan.
Judge, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. All right, so Mustuba, I think I'm saying that correctly. I hope I am. Khan is the last name.
Yep.
Did I sign that blood discovery order for you?
Yes, Judge. That has been sent over to the lab, and we're just waiting for results. As you know, we're just waiting for a discovery.
I just had a moment of panic because in my notes it was like need signature on blood discovery order, and I was like, shoot, did I do that? Okay. So I also have that he may qualify for DWI court. Do we have a response on that or results of that?
Judge, I believe that he has been disqualified for 2 previous courts, and now the last step is whether or not he's going to be accepted for PTI.
Okay. Any response on any of that?
I'm sorry?
Oh, no, I was asking Ms. Toman if there was any response regarding the PTI.
Yes, Judge. For that, we are waiting to receive a packet. Mr. Morgan and I spoke about that, and I believe he's waiting on advice from an immigration attorney.
And Judge, that is correct. This PTI packet would essentially not have a confession letter in it. And I believe Ms. Toman would like something from the immigration lawyer about Mr. Khan's DACA status as to why, and maybe some explanation why that'd be appropriate. So we're just waiting on the immigration lawyer.
Okay. All right. So let's do a reset for December 14th. Is that enough time?
That'll be more than enough time, Judge.
Okay, perfect. And I brought Mr. But I don't. They're here, but they haven't started their video. I'm sorry. Is it male or female?
It's a male, Judge, and
okay. Mr. Khan, are you there? I can see him. I can see his name, I should say, but I don't know if he's connected to his audio.
Judge, me and Mr. Khan stay in pretty frequent contact. If you'd like for me to apprise him, I have no problem doing that.
Yeah, I can see that he's dialed in. I don't think that he's connected to his audio, so he can't hear us. But I brought him into the waiting room. So yeah, if you'll just let him know and get that reset signed and sent back to us, then you'll be free to go. Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Yes, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
Hi, Mr. Carlson, are you there?
Yes, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning. And your client is is it Abear?
It's Mr. Aber. Yes, Judge. Okay. And I see him there on the video.
Yes, he is here. Thank you. Okay, so last time we talked about maybe 6 weeks ago, the state had made an offer. You were going to review the discovery, talk to your client.
Yes, Judge. We did get the videos in this particular case. Mr. Aber does have, I believe it's 2 felonies still pending there in Fort Bend County. Those were the felonies that resulted from this stop. So we've got to resolve those cases. They are still unindicted and the lab reports are not back on that.
All right. I'm just gonna give you guys some time then. We'll just do a reset for December 14th and we'll see where we land in another 6 weeks.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate your time.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. Mr. Carlson and Mr. Abear, you are both excused.
Judge, just briefly, real quick, I'm looking at December 14th in my calendar, and I'm actually set for a trial in Belton, Texas.
Here's Belton.
It's up by what's the military base? Killeen.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of Belton, Texas. I've heard of a lot of small towns, but I've never heard of Belton, Texas.
It's Bell County, Belton, Texas, up by Killeen, but it's a sex assault trial, and it's definitely going to be a long one.
That sounds complicated. So why don't we just do a reset for January the 11th? How about that?
I'm set for a trial in Harris County, but that one's much easier to deal with than Belton. So let's leave it at January 11th, Judge.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Mr. Carlson.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Abear. You're both excused. Have a good day. Is John Floyd? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay, Mr. Choate, you're here for Mr. Burgess?
Yes, good morning, Judge.
Okay, but you are not. Okay, got it. Okay. There's a John Choate also.
Right, I'm not him. I work with
Yeah,
John
no,
Floyd.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's why I was. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I was just doing the worst mashup ever in my head. So it was like, wait a minute. Okay. And Mr. Burgess, I believe, is here.
Yes, I see him on Zoom, I believe. Yep.
So what's going on with the case?
So right now we're trying to resolve an issue in Harris County. I think we're very close to getting that resolved. It's a felony case. I think we're going to get that resolved very quickly. Once we get that sorted out, I think we'll be able to go ahead and sort out this case.
Are they related? Like in the, I know they can't be out of the same transaction, but.
Right. No, they are not related. Quite honestly, we're trying to avoid having some sort of issue where if he took a plea here or something like that, then he would get revoked in Harris County and it would, cause unnecessary expense and delay.
Understood. Okay. What is the next court date for his Harris County case?
Let me see.
I like your background. It looks like a cool place to work.
Thank you. It's actually virtual.
I know that's what I'm saying, but it looks like that's like a cool place to work.
Let's see. It looks like he is scheduled for some sort of status update in January, but trial is scheduled for February 11th. I don't think it's going to take that long though.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So we can do a reset. Well, I was going to wait until after his next Harris County court date to set something for us. So do you want to do like January 18th?
I think that will work. Let me see here. We could do that. Would it be possible to do, no, actually, I'm sorry. Yes, that would work just fine.
January 18th is your reset date. Jennifer will send you one in the email with the date on it, and you can just sign it, send it back, and you'll be good to go.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You are both excused. Mr. Burgess, I got your note to saying that you're here. So thank you very much for dialing in. Mr. Choate and Mr. Burgess are both excused. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too, Judge.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mr. Wilson, did you show up? Okay. Mr. Choate, are you there?
Hi.
There we go.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning. Your client is trying to connect to his audio. So let's talk about what's going on with Mr. Mosqueda. Mosqueda.
Judge, the DA and I have been talking recently. This last week, he sent me an email regarding some discovery I need to pick up. So I need to take a look at that. I plan on coming by there this Thursday and pick it up. And so I will review it, and then I'll talk again based on that evidence. So probably need if the court will permit another pretrial, so we can try to see if we can resolve this thing short of actually trying.
Okay, great. Let's do a reset for December 7th.
That should work. And Mr. Mitchell, do I just come by? Do I just come by between normal hours? Just come by during business hours. Let them know at the front that you're here to pick up discovery on a case, and someone will bring it out to you. I appreciate it. No problem, sir.
All right. Okay, so we've got a reset date, and Jenica is going to send that reset to you via email. You'll sign it, have your client sign it. Then if there's nothing else, Mr. Choate, you are free to go.
Thank you very much, Jess. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day. Oh my goodness. What?
And what Tuesdays and Thursdays are you not have Tuesdays of December and that thing?
Hello, Mr. McKinney.
Morning, Judge.
What? How are you doing, sir?
Yeah, doing okay.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. Okay. We're still waiting. Are you still waiting on medical records?
No, I've got those, but okay. I was kind of laughing at Carolyn's because hospitals are taking a long time right now.
Are they?
Records, yeah.
Are they giving like a reason for that delay?
Doing okay.
Short staff? No, I feel the same way. Okay. Oh, wait, somebody's on. Oh, you're watching me on YouTube. I was like, what? Who is that talking? That's me.
I just wondered the same thing. I was going, what is that? Okay.
So what are they just short staffed? Is that what's the problem? Or
I think it's short staff combined with COVID and
and they probably are overworked. Okay, I get it.
The only people taking longer are DPS on blood records.
Okay. Well, when I put it in perspective, I guess that does make sense that hospitals they're overworked everywhere. So it would make sense that medical records take a little bit longer. Okay. So, all right. All right. So what's the latest then on Mr. Allen's case? We
have his ALR hearing coming up next Thursday. Once I have that, for better or worse, it'll be time to have a substantive conversation with the prosecutors.
Understood.
So
Okay.
if we can
So
set this sometime early December, that'd be great.
okay, perfect. Then why don't we do December the 7th?
That's perfect for me.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. McKinney. I hope you get to feeling better. And if
Oh,
there's
I'm feeling fine. My wife's actually in surgery right now, and I left her there to come do this and another Zoom hearing.
okay, please go back and check on your wife.
I kept going, oh, please don't call me and tell me I've got to come get her.
No, go check on her. I'm done with you. You're good to go. Thank you so much.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Allen, you're
Take care.
have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. She's here. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Ms. Anderson. But John Kovacs is not here. Hey, Lori.
Hey, Judge, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm making it.
That's all right. Hey, that's all we can ask for, right? One day at a time.
That's right.
So your client is Jones? I don't see
Yes.
her in the waiting room.
She should be there in person, Judge.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's running late.
Yes, she was
Okay.
running late. She overslept. She works 2 jobs and she overslept this morning, but she should be there. She might be out in the hall. She had emailed me.
Okay, we'll check. I'm going to put you back in the waiting room and
No
we'll
problem.
check.
No
okay.
problem.
All right.
It's number 27.
Good morning, Miss Bolin.
Good morning, Judge.
All right, so I'm really not talking to you because I'm mad because A&M won and UT lost this weekend, but for the sake of getting your client's case taken care of, I will speak to you.
Okay. Well, just so you know, I kept my mouth shut about UT all day.
Except for just now.
But I'm still not saying anything negative.
Okay. All right, I'll take that. That's about all I can take right now because that game was horrendous. Anyway, it's okay. We'll survive. Okay, so what's going on with Miss Sanderson? It's 3 resets, so just give me a quick and dirty update, and we'll be good to go.
Judge, Mr. Mitchell sent me over both an offer as well as notification that discs were ready to be picked up on her case. So it should be by later this week to pick those up. And then once I have those, we should be able to start moving things along.
Okay, perfect. So let's do a reset then for December 7th.
On my birthday?
Okay, December 14th.
I'm just kidding, Judge. I think I already have something scheduled that day, it looks like, to be there. So that's fine.
Okay, so the 7th.
Okay, I will send that over.
Okay, great. Thank you, Miss Sanderson, for dialing in. Miss Bolin, you are both excused. Have a good day.
You too, Judge.
Okay, bye. You're welcome. Good morning, Mr. Lopez.
Morning, Judge.
So I only see one of your clients.
I believe they're together.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it simple. Okay. Anisha and Nusrat?
Yes.
Nusrat? Okay. Are you both let's see, let's unmute. Okay, which one of you is Miss Mancia?
Me.
Okay, and is it Magnogia?
Magnogia, yes.
Magnogia. Okay, got it. Okay. All right. So Mr. Lopez, 3 resets on both of them. So just give me, I'm assuming that they're co-defendants.
Yes, Judge, and I believe they are eligible for the retail pretrial diversion program, so we are going to work towards that end.
Okay. Retail diversion. Okay. So what's the timeline on that? Let me ask you this, if we put you on the October, if we put both of these cases on the October submission docket, would that be enough time, or do you need to be put on the November submission docket?
I think just to be safe, the November docket, just because we need to make the payment and then set up the interview and everything like that. So just to be sure, it should be plenty of time.
All right, so then that's what we will do. We will put them both on the November submission docket, and we'll send you that reset. If there's nothing else, then you are both excused.
Great. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Thank
Have
you.
a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Thank you.
Welcome. Bye. Still haven't heard from Mr. Kovac. So good morning, Mr. Rodriguez. Hold on, you're on mute.
Unmute. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Have you heard from your
hi.
attorney today?
I have not. I've heard from Sherry, but that was it. That's his assistant.
Okay. Okay. Well, he is not, I haven't seen him in person here in the courtroom, and I haven't seen him on the Zoom. So I'm not going
Okay.
to keep you any longer.
Okay.
We will reach out to him and get some information from him about the case, and you're free to go.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Rodriguez.
Okay, and is there going to be a reset, Miss Wallace?
Yes, sir. There will be, and we'll send it to your attorney, and then he will forward it to you for your signature.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
No, I didn't pick one. All right, Mr. Wilson, you can bring in your phone. You can put the baby right here. All right, here we go. Okay, unmute yourself. Unmute on the iPad. All right, court calls cause number 19 CCR 212374. State of Texas versus Coda Miles. What says the state?
Please ready, Your Honor.
What says the defense?
Ready, Judge.
Are you Coda? Is it Leon? Leon Miles?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your correct name?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony that you give today will be the truth, the whole, no, wait, that's not what I'm asking. Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the information you give in this plea paperwork is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
It is the Mondayest Tuesday I've ever had, I'm telling you. Okay, Ms. Miles, do you speak, read, and write the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Any history of mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
And are you a citizen of the United States? Is Coda Leon Miles your correct name?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Miles, the information filed by the state of Texas charges you with the offense of theft. It was originally classified as a Class B. However, I have a motion here to amend that information and change the charge to a Class C misdemeanor. That range of punishment is a fine only, not to exceed $500. Do you understand the new? Well, it's the same charge, but a new range of punishment.
Yes.
All right, to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
Did anyone force you, threaten you, or promise you anything to get you to plead today?
No, ma'am.
You're entering this plea voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes.
Did you review this document with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Was that your signature at the bottom? Did you understand everything in this document? Do you review the top portion of this document regarding your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Mitchell, does the state have a recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor. State recommends $100 fine plus court costs.
Is that your understanding, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Miles, I find you are presently competent to stand trial, that you are not influenced by fear or any other persuasion. I will accept your plea of guilty and find you guilty of the offense of theft. I will assess as your punishment $100 fine plus court costs for a total of $189. That amount is going to be due by January 7th, 2022. If you pay that amount in full, you won't have to come to court. If you have any balance remaining on January 7th, you'll have to come to court on that day and explain to the court why you haven't paid that amount in full. Okay? All right. You can step right over there and see the bail.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Hey, Mark. On this Mohabit plea, there's one page that needs your signature.
Oh, okay. I'll come down to Judge whenever Doc's over.
You what? What'd you say?
I said I'll come down once Doc is over and I'll sign it.
Okay. All right, Miss Anderson, Miss Jones is here. Can I see him? Still sleeping. That's a big old baby.
Oh, his father is 6'5".
Oh, yeah. Good luck to you, Miss
Thank
Miles.
you so much for letting me find you.
All right, come on down, Miss Jones. Okay, you should be able to see Miss Anderson on that iPad. Okay. All right. Court calls cause number 21 CCR 221012, State of Texas versus Brittany Jones. What says the state?
State's ready, Your Honor.
What says the defense?
Defense is ready, Judge.
Are you Brittany Jasmine Nicole Jones?
Yes, ma'am.
That is your correct name?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Jones, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the information that you've given in this plea paperwork is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Jones, are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, ma'am.
You speak, read, and write the English language?
Yes, ma'am.
Any history of mental health issues?
Yes, ma'am.
And based on that condition, you don't have to go into detail. Is there anything about that would prevent you from being able to understand today's proceedings?
No, ma'am.
Are you currently taking any medication?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Ms. Anderson, do you believe that your client is competent to stand trial?
I do, Judge. I haven't had a question about her competence.
Okay. All right. Ms. Jones, the information brought by the state of Texas charges you with the offense of reckless driving. That is punishable by a fine not to exceed $200 and time in the county jail not to exceed 30 days. Do you understand the charge and the range of punishment?
Yes, ma'am.
To that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
No other reason.
Yes, ma'am.
Did anyone force you, threaten you, or promise you anything to get you to plead?
No, ma'am.
And you're entering this plea voluntarily and of your own free will? All right. Miss Jones. Did you review this document with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And is that your signature at the bottom of the page?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand everything in this document?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the top portion of this document regarding your right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Tillman, does the state have a recommendation?
Yes, Judge, it is a 12-month deferred adjudication, no fine, no court costs, a driver safety course, a decision-making course, 36 hours of community service, and a $50 donation to Lunches of Love.
Is that your understanding, Ms. Anderson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Jones, I find that you are presently competent to stand trial, that you're not influenced by fear or any other persuasion. I will accept your plea of guilty and find you guilty of the offense of reckless driving. However, I'm going to defer an adjudication of that guilt and place you on probation for a period of 12 months. During that 12-month period, you'll be required to make a one-time payment of $50 to Lunches of Love, complete 36 hours of community service, and attend and complete a driver safety course and a decision-making class. So, Ms. Jones, you are on probation as of right now.
Yes,
Not
ma'am.
tomorrow, not next week, not the first time you meet with your probation officer. It starts today, okay? And all of these terms that you reviewed all of these terms with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And this is your signature on this page, right?
Yes.
All right. So these are the terms of your probation. This is telling you what you have promised to do over the next 12 months. More importantly, this is telling you what you're not allowed to do over the next 12 months. Best rule of thumb, before you do something, pick up the phone and call your probation officer so you won't be in violation of these terms, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'm gonna have you step right over to the side. See the bailiff, he's gonna do your thumbprint. Then we're gonna set you up in the conference room with the iPad so you can meet with Miss Body. She is our court liaison from the probation office. She's going to go over the terms of your probation, outline the expectations for you. You can ask her any questions that you have. It's a private conversation. We won't be able to hear what you're talking about. Okay.
So Judge, since LaShondra is going to be on the iPad, she doesn't need to physically go over to probation after this. Like
She might have to. I don't know. It
Okay,
depends on what his
LaShondra
body
also.
recommends for her to do today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. All right, Miss Anderson, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
And Judge, I put a note in the chat. My video is not working. I'm here. It's just my video isn't working at this time.
Do you want her to just give you a call?
It goes in and out. I can still talk to her. It's just my video is going in and out. But I can be set up with her and talk to her because she will need to report today.
Okay.
Mark coming to get a signature or?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna come sign it in person. I would have just sent you the page with my signature on it, but it's the page that requires her thumbprint. So I'll need to come down and sign it because I'm sure y'all already thumbprinted it, so. Oh, wait, no, this is Ms. Moabot. She hasn't been there yet, right?
No, we did it already.
Was she in the courtroom? So her thumbprint has not been affixed yet, correct?
Nope.
Okay, so I'll just send it then. I'll send it right now.
So then give it, when he sends it, give it to me because I'm gonna have to sign it.
Okay.
Okay,